Let's see. Volts. Wherever you get. Oh, dang it. There we go. Alright. That's some freaking bright sun. That's a lot of freaking pollen. What's up, Sandra? What up, Matt? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Dang it. Okay, so here, I'll do it again. All right. The inside of your mouth, digestive tract, is actually the outside of your body. If you have a little car and you drove it along your mouth, the car is still outside of your body itself. Your body is between your fingers right here. The skin inside here and right here. The meat in between is inside your body. The digestive tract, it's like a donut hole. It's outside. Sorry. What up, Brock? Barrett? There you go. All right, my problem. But yeah, a lot of people don't know. So yeah, your teeth are actually outside of your body. There's some of it inside, but yeah. Interesting, huh? So you could swallow a string and poop it out and floss your body. Floss your body. All right, let's see. All right. But I agree. It should be called the ceiling of your mouth. Yeah. Oh. I will never get over how resourceful and cozy your home is. Thank you, my brother. I'm gonna keep doing that good work. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I keep trying my best. What up, Lamb? Moving plants. Why is that we drive on parkways and park on driveways and we never run on runways? Oh, we're really free on freeways. Me. What's going on, Neo? Welcome back, brother. Dun. Sandra, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, the weird world we live in. Everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. Everything's backwards. Let's see if we can do this. Let's hope this doesn't fall apart. Let's see. Yeah. What a pain in the butt, cheeks. Matt's right though. No, I never said he was wrong. Matt or me, not me. All right, let's see what we're gonna do. Dang it. Hopefully I don't end up on a fail video breaking too fast. Well, that would have been bad. All right. Let's go for a walk. Let's go see what the flames did. What up, Adam, brother? He's in. What up, Librado? In a silly mood. Huge muscles. That's right. So here's everything I blowtorched the other day. So this is blowtorching it. It all just dies down. It all just dies down. So you can see all of the stuff that's dying or dead or dying. I might have missed stuff because I was filming while blowtorching, but looking good. This is my hydroponics that'll be set up now that it's warm again. I did have strong coffee. I just had my freaking super supplement coffee. Rules. Oh yeah, Librado. Who was talking about? Who were we talking about? Librado, it was you, right? Talking about the aloe last night. And Cheryl, I think it was. No. Oops. Here's my aloe plants right there. That's not all of them. That's just the ones I moved out of the garage. But look at it. Look at how many different plants are right here. There's like a bunch in this guy. A couple cups in there. What's not? You want coffee now? It works well. I tell you what. When you people finally listen, I'm telling you, the most benefit I've ever got out of coffee is when adding cocoa and creatine to it. Absolutely. I probably won't. They're very old, but everything that was in the greenhouse, almost everything's moved out of the greenhouses. They'll probably stay in pots. They probably won't be transplanted out of the pot into other pots. They'll probably just grow how they want to grow. I got plenty, and then all these other plants we moved out of the greenhouses. So these guys are pretty much empty. It's just a couple of cactus in here. Everything else is for the most part brought out. These big ass guys in here. these guys are succulents, so they'll probably be in here a while too. You see the black body radiation piston right there? That's full of wax. This is full of wax. This tube here, this piston. And when it gets heated up, when it gets so hot enough, the wax expands and it pushes the piston out of the top, and the lever system opens the vents automatically. No electricity, no nothing. The ones at my house get like 3 feet long. Jeez, that's freaking huge. Yeah. I don't have the money to be a healthy man. Yeah, brother. Got some B12 today. Orange flavor. Choose methylated. Thankfully, cheap enough methyl style. Good. What up, Noms? Yeah. I mean, if it's your first time taking B12, I would take at least 1,000 micrograms. I don't know what yours are rated to, but I take 5,000. But I'm 6'4", I'm under 160 pounds, so I'm definitely malnourished for most of my life. So I got a lot of catching up to do. Like, because you have to have a high levels of vitamins while your body's growing. I like Rick and Morty. He asked my brother, Man of Steel. Man Steel. That's different than Man of Steel. What up? I joined the gym. I got to talking to a personal trainer. I asked him, what machine should I use to get beautiful girls? He recommended I use the ATM machine outside. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, 6'4", yeah. I don't know. So here's a 8-foot doorway. Well, not 8 foot, 7-foot doorway. Sorry. The ceiling's 8 foot, so the doorway is 7 foot. That's 8 feet right there. That's right. I take my vitamins. 100. Yeah. So I take 50 of them a day. 50. But whatever, don't worry. At least you're getting something in there, right? So I take 5,000 micrograms a day. But yeah, whatever. It's better than nothing what you're taking. Absolutely. Mine's 200,000% recommended. Yeah, 200,000%. I've been trying to stick to a diet and exercise routine to get into shape, lose some weight. However, I feel like I just have way too much on my plate right now. I didn't graduate. I dropped out. I dropped out of high school to go to college. After 11th grade, they were like, we can't teach you anything here. You're disrupting everybody. You keep telling jokes and falling asleep in class. So I took a 3-day long, for 3 days I spent with the school psychologist, taking IQ tests basically, and it was basically a GED test and an IQ test to make sure I wasn't crazy. And then after that, I went directly into college. I only went to college for 1 semester. I failed Algebra 1 and I said, I'm out of here. So yeah, no college debt, never finished high school. I got my GED immediately after. So they were like, we need to get you out of here to stop disrupting people. What's going on, Papa? I'm doing good, my brother. I'm on a seafood diet. I seafood and I eat it. I'm doing good, Troll Boulevard. How you doing, my brother? What up, Profac? That was a psych ward out of college. I failed that too. I've never been to, well, I've been to a psych ward, but not sent to one. I had to visit people in there. Call it the nut hut. Are you girl Claire? How are you, Claire? I'm doing good. Getting some freaking vitamin D out here in the sun. Let's go look at the chickens. See what the chickens are up to. This right here, that's my shot. What a legend. Thank you, brother. What's up, girls? Huh? What you girls doing, huh? What you girls doing? Yes, I do. I do YouTube full time, and I'm a handyman around my community. If any of my neighbors need anything done, I do that for pay. But I'm monetized through YouTube. Yeah, if you never get that to it, yeah, yeah. I just got hired for modeling agency. However, they only want me for the before picture. That's funny. I freaking love that. Yeah, that's what I do. You tired, girl? You need some rest? I never failed a grade, but had to leave school to work on my GED. Yeah, yeah. If school today, I worked in the movie industry, man. Still, I worked in the movie industry. I was a prop maker. I built sets and props. What you yelling at, huh? What you yelling about? What you doing over there? What you doing behind the tree? You hiding? You ready for attack? Yeah, I love chicken. I love chicken. I love chickens. Yeah. Let's go check for some eggs, shall we? Check this out. If you hate raking leaves, this is about $300. And it sweeps up your leaves. It's got a sweeper on the front, and it just throws them into the back. And if somebody throws it away, you can pull it out of the trash. I love chicken. Freaking wackadoodle. Oh, look at that. Oh. You know what? I should grab. That's probably way too many. Let me go. I should grab a basket. I'm probably gonna drop these. Yeah. What up, Brianna? We got the eggs. We got coated ovum. We got them. We got no roosters. So eggs aren't. Eggs are just eggs. They're not fertilized eggs, so they'll never become chickens. And the chickens lay an egg. So there's 8 chickens, and we got 5 eggs today. We'll probably get a few more. Probably at least 2 more. 1 or 2 more. We usually get between 6 to 8. They are very freaking good. They're unbelievably different. If you get fresh eggs, you'll understand how bad the stuff that we get from the store actually is. And then you'll start saying, maybe it doesn't have the nutrition content that I need. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Okay. Oops. Here's my Jamulator 5000, my egg distributor. Okay. Oops. There we go. It's Mariah. Fresh from the chicken butt. Yeah, they're really good. Weird how we look at those inverted cake. Weird how they look like inverted cake. Chicken poo and all. Hey, they come out the same hole. They only got one hole, a cloaca. So that's where they make love. That's where they pee. That's where they poop, and that's where they lay eggs from. I should go get a basket. Yeah. That would have been 2 trips. No, I want chickens. Yeah, they're great. They're cheap. They cost like $5-6 to get it as hatchlings, one day olds. Then you can grow them in a box. You know, just get a decent size. Go stop by Home Depot or Lowe's or any big box store like Best Buy and ask for like a 3 foot by 4 foot by like 2 foot high box, whatever, anywhere around that size, and just a heat lamp and some chips cost you about $20 in equipment, and then however many chickens you want. Yeah, you don't wash them. South Africa, we don't wash eggs. Yeah, we don't wash them either. Yep, yep. It's called the bloom. That's what's on them. The bloom on the eggs. Adam, how much is Matt? How much? Adam, how does Matt is alive? Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. How is Matt is alive like his eggs in a cake? So your body needs beneficial bacteria. And it needs it. If you take antibiotics and stuff, it kills a lot of times all the bacteria, beneficial and non-beneficial. The way your body absorbs nutrition from your food, a lot of the times it's through bacteria. It'll take the things in food and convert them to vitamins and or minerals, and then move it across the gut into the bloodstream. But you need, if you don't have that, or if you have issues, diarrhea, stuff like that, if you take antibiotics, you kill it, and you can't really. If everything is perfectly sterile that you put in your body, you don't repopulate that bacteria. What got invented? Oh, you invented the cake. I'm from Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan. Jeez, I can't read. How are you, brother? Oscar. Do we have to clean the cage every now and then? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll show you how I do that too. I mean, it's very easy. It's very easy. I'll show you exactly what I do. It takes 5 to 8 minutes, and that's if you're filming it. Yeah, right. We'll turn this around. Yeah, it's very easy to do. What I miss? I use other fruit. So the one that goes, if you're when you're starting them in your garage, you kind of just add chips to it, add chips to it, add chips to it. And by the time because they're very small. So I take this rake right here that's on the ground, and I take one of these trash cans and I just put it right up against the edge here. And then the way I built this, this little bottom part comes out. It can slide out, right? So you just rake it into the trash can, and then I have a spot that I dump it, and then there's these blocks of compressed chips you can get. Just toss it in there, and the chickens will spread it out themselves. And then you just dump it. Yeah, so there's that'll compost down to really good soil. Yeah, clean it. Yeah. Use foods other than rinse the eggs off. You can rinse the eggs, but then you have to refrigerate them. That's correct. I watched Django. Yeah. That's your first one, Gersher. You got a lot to catch up on, brother. This lady was tailgating me in my drive. I asserted dominance and let her get in front of me, and then I tailgated her. No, I'm not married, brother. Not married. Oscar. Not me. Oscar. Wow, it took me that long to figure out that was Oscar. Wow, cool way to spell Oscar. Respect that, man. What up, Zig and Zag? Thank you, my brethren. Thank you, Oscar. Nice one, Brianna. Just be careful around crazy drivers. Yep. We see plenty of videos. Yeah. Just get home alive. Screw all those people. Screw all that. Dominance and stuff like that has to be for personal, intrapersonal relationships, not on the road. People forget they're human when they're operating a vehicle. Yeah, road rage is rough. I don't get road rage. I don't really get triggered on anything. I'm just like, man, that guy's a freaking idiot. Look at this guy. Bam. Smash. Oh, well. Oh, sorry, dude. Am I going too slow? Let me get out of your way. Yep, that's how I live. I don't know. My brother's exactly the opposite, but he smokes with the herb and he did a lot. So I think that there's something to do with smoking and getting angry. You think people will be chill? Yes, sir. Zigzag. I'm chill. Absolutely chill. And so let me show you guys this awesome stuff here. Okay, so you don't have to come out every morning to let them out. These things are like $60. These red doors right there and there, and it's GPS. So they just got a couple of AA batteries in each one. And about 20 minutes after sunrise, the door opens and lets them into this inner area so they can eat. They've got like kibble type stuff and then water, and they can chill out around here. And then 20 minutes after that, 40 minutes after sunrise, that door right there opens and lets them out into the yard. So that way, like, because I used to have to come out at like 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock every morning and, let them out. And sometimes it sucks to do that. But, okay. It's weird psychology around driving cars on public roads. Very strange. Yeah, absolutely. Because people can't see your face. It's the same thing with wearing a mask or using filters online. If people if you know it doesn't look like you and you can't be recognized, people are freaking absolutely wackadoodle. And that's why it's so embarrassing when people get into car accidents for doing stupid stuff, because now they're exposed. Their bad behavior can now be connected to their face. Psychology. Figures. Now I took everything, all the chairs out of the shade. Now I want to sit down. All right, let's go find some shade over here. There we go. But you can see all these beautiful plants. They've got put wheels on them, just dollies, so I can take them in and out of the garage. Okay, stopped using filters. I didn't stop using filters till 5 years ago. Yeah, they're definitely. Listen, think about how brilliant it is. Think about how brilliant it was. You convince girls to use filters. So then in real life, they're going to try to use makeup to look like the filters that they look like online. When real life and internet life finally mesh, they tried. And then when that doesn't work, because a lot of times filters change your bone structure. So then surgery, think about how much money that makes. That makes the plastic surgery industry and the makeup industry and whatnot, multi-billion-dollar. Lemon trees are good. Yeah, they're good. They're not. They just went back outside. I take them. I put them. If it's going to be around 40 degrees, 30 to 40 degrees, I bring them close to the house. If it's going to be like 20, some or below, I bring them in the house. And then, like right now, they're back out in the yard. But they're not. They're just starting to bud and whatnot. Zig. Oscar says, "Can you? I can recommend my sister. She's very strong. Her dream to live in the USA. I don't want any money. I don't want any money for my sister. She knows she knows how to use a plug and catch rats. She's really fast." No, thank you. I'm not looking. I'm not even looking to date or do anything for at least 3 years. At least 3 years. I want to build this company. I never had road rage. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't. I mean, I understand people getting pissed, but I don't know. I don't get triggered. I triggered. I mean, I can get triggered if people keep after me. But my number one goal is to stay long enough to fix all my problems. Whatever issue. And you can only do that if you stay alive long enough. And people will give up their lives over somebody not using a blinker. Drivers in Britain actually seem to have a conscience, from what I've seen. I'm an angry ball of anger. Or Britain. Nice. True, my hooves are so slidey. My hooves. Oh, right. You're a lamb. Sheep are people too. Did you take your methylated B12 every day, Jacob? Every day. I do not. Ever since I realized that my ADHD was B12 deficiency. Yeah, every day. I know people who get road rage. I'm scared to be in the passenger seat. Yep. Revit? What's Revit? What's up, Katra? Actually trying not to crash out of my computer program. I don't even know. Reddit or Good morning, Jacob. Yeah, I don't like being in the car with people. Listen, I don't want somebody to end my life because they're pissed off that somebody didn't use a blinker and freaking cut them off. Yeah, listen, yeah. You have to learn, just like real life. When people are toxic, you got to stay away from them. Same thing on the road. You stay away from them. Revit is the program I'm using right now to annotate a floor plan. Oh. Nope, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Well, let's see what it is. What's this? Oh, wow. I got new options on my freaking YouTubes. Chat filter. Why can't I put up a, oh, what's it called? Stickers? Okay. Choose stickers. Okay, cool. I just figured it out after freaking, what, over a year. Q&A. Ask a question. ADHD. Hey, hold on one second. ADHD. All right, let's see. There we go. That should start some. Revit is what makes frogs say. I know you didn't mean to say. Footings aren't matching and it's pissing me off. Lamau, waiting for my friend to come over to help. If a truck is cutting me off, I'm not going to argue. Right. What up, Georgie? Although I have haters on your channel for what I don't know, I continue to drink coffee, smoke weed, and scroll unaffected as being said here. All right, Georgie. What up, catcher girl? Back in man. Please, Rich, but mom is a nice lady. She's 46. What? Oh, to marry, you mean? Not happening. We are very friendly. We're gypsy roots. Thank you, Oscar. I'm not trying to marry. I mean, I am not, but not. I'm not even dating. Not even looking for till 2029, 2030. She looks like me, but old. This is my house. This is the sun inside of the garage. What's up, real brother? Solitude. I mean, so if the problem with solitude for people is they think it's going to be forever. I know it won't be forever. I got a lot to offer. Yeah, and I'm not, and the thing is, I'm not even, like, a lot of people, like, they're not ready to get married, but they want to date. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I think they just want to show other people that they can get men or women. It's, yeah. What up, John? Born to streams. What I've been doing? The sun is a deadly laser. What up, Brian? Sorry, the live is lagging on my side. Didn't catch the answer to the B12 questions. So 2 a day. Yeah. If you're taking that little bit of an amount, I would definitely take 2 a day. Yeah. Definitely, dude. Like, yeah. That's really little. That's really a small amount, and that's absolutely crazy. Like, I can't even believe they come that small dose. The smallest I've seen 100, but they've got 15,000. Microgram doses, which is 15 milligrams. The microgram thing makes it seem like, oh my goodness, I'm taking 15,000 something. It's called number psychology. But yeah, and anything that they use number psychology on, vitamin D, like they dish it out, they dose it in IUs, not milligrams. So, but what is an IU? An international unit. What does that have to do with anything? Why not you tell me how many milligrams it is? And it's crazy. And if you guys really want to see what's going on, look into why they started using IUs for vitamin D and vitamin B12. It's so people think that they're taking too much, so they don't take that much. Which why would they not do that? That vegan teacher is clearly that. What's up? Do you support Trump's MAGA campaign? Listen. The problem with saying things like that, Brian, is I don't support anyone that I don't know personally. The same things that he's doing that Obama did, I support. The things that I don't agree with, I don't support. I'm not MAGA. I want America to be great, absolutely. But yeah. I just want I want things to go back. And the thing is, the progressives used to say we need an even playing field, but then they made the playing field very uneven, which is very odd. So it makes me think that a lot of people that got elected and aren't doing what they say, it's just they just wanted to get rich and famous. The vegan teacher is clearly his sister. She's crazy. Yeah, because I take 5,000 micrograms. 5,000 micrograms. and that's 200,000% the recommended. The recommended daily allowance values are what you need to basically stay alive, not to thrive. Your body can use much, much more than that, and you can benefit off of that. And any extra you pee out. You have to make sure that the forms that you take don't have other ingredients in it that you can't take too much of. Right? So like his are gummies. They probably have sugar and coloring and all kinds of wackadoodle stuff in it also. So you don't want to take 50 of them. 50 of them, of the ones that Adam has, is one dose for me. And so, but you'd be getting all the gummies, all the shit that makes it. Yeah, but I take 5,000. But if you've never taken B12 before, you're most definitely deficient unless you have an absolute perfect, like you've never taken antibiotics before or anything like that. But yeah, I take 5,000 a day, but I had like ADHD that would be considered a disability. Now I've got ADHD and it's a creative outlet, and I can handle topics very, very, very quickly. And I'm now creating a channel. I got 2,050 some odd subscribers now. Everything's going good. My numbers are going up. I'm talking to brands. All kinds of stuff's going great. And that started when I got off of all the pharmaceuticals and I just started saying, okay, what is it that causes B12 symptoms, not what causes ADHD? What causes ADHD symptoms? And then vitamin deficiencies can be one of the primary causes. So I'm like, okay, which vitamin? So let's start reading into it. Yeah. But yeah, so I take 5,000, but you might not need that. But if you take it, the 5,000s are more expensive than the 1,000s. So you can try start with low, start with something low and inexpensive, and then if you notice a benefit off of it, work your way up. But yeah. Lamb. I pressed skip to live. Bad weather disrupting the internet. Oh, okay. And there's so much culture difference in Asia. You get married by 25 or 30, everything like you figure out together. Yeah. That's the way it used to be. It's cyclical. So you basically know what's going to happen. You can predict the future in other countries that are 20 years behind. You know what they're going to go through. You know that the kids are going to want to be socialists at some point. So how do you make as much money? How do you rule those people? And the leaders know, because they talk to leaders around the world and they say, we're 20 years ahead of you. This is what you're going to go through. This is what they're going to do. They're going to go through the gender stuff and the wackadoodle stuff and the false progressivism stuff. This is how you can make billions of dollars. These are the types of companies that they're going to want to spend their money on. So you create those companies in other countries. Yep. Support actions, not titles and marketing. Yep. Richard, my hubby has restless leg syndrome. Can you do research on that? I already know. It's low dopamine. Same thing, noms. Same thing. D3 and B12. D3 and B12. But here's a big thing about restless legs. It can also be potassium, magnesium. So you definitely restless legs, leg cramping, especially if his feet go forward and he needs to pull the foot back because the calf muscle. That's low potassium. But yeah, absolutely. Mental is D3 and B12 almost across the board. The Democrats don't do anything, and the Republicans do things I'm not always in agreement with. Right. So why would you choose a party? Right. I choose people, not parties. Yeah. No problem. Zig and zag, make tea, not war. Dating helps. You learn what you do and you don't like. Ultimately, most people. But you can make anything work as long as people aren't evil. But comparison is the thief of joy. So if you have 75 different girls or guys, and now you're married, and you're like, this is the best I can get. But they don't have this that John had, and this that Richard had, and this that and then you're thinking about that. You ruin your life. Georgie, make tea, not war. Give peas a chance. Go Power Rangers. Yep, 7. You might have heard something. You might have heard someone complaining about her inferiority complex. Have you heard about someone complaining about too much superiority complex? Dude, right. Listen, if you're the president, tens of millions of people said you're the best for this. That's going to give you a superiority complex. And think about all of the politicians that get hyped up on the internet. Oh my God, go Queen, yes, you're going to save us. They get a superiority complex because they're pushed. They're in a bubble of yes men and yes women telling them that they're the greatest. But yeah, Brian, I get it now. Catch a vegan teacher and I feel first. Yin and yang, made for each other. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Waiting for class to end so I can get some caffeine. The brisk. Yeah, noms. Listen, it's absolutely easy. Magnesium glycinate. You need magnesium and potassium. They kind of work together. Just kind of how like D3 pulls calcium out of the intestines, K2 pulls it out of the bloodstream into this tissue. So you need, but yeah, magnesium, potassium, and a good amount of it, especially if he's that and you need. There's no reason that everyone should not be supplementing with B12 and D3, methylcobalamin and D3. There's no reason. Good amounts of it, unless it's financial. But if you do that, you'll be able to make more money. That's the big thing. Oh, it's so expensive. Well, then if so okay, say for the next month you don't do something else. You don't buy cigarettes. You don't freaking buy anything other thing. You don't buy subscriptions to something or whatever. You just do that, and then things get better. Now you can work more, and you have more ideas to spread out. You don't need as much. You're not exhausted as much. So now you can do things to make more money, and then it gets better. Better late than never. Complete. That's I have autism and OCD. So autism is a very tricky thing, but OCD, if you TWC, if you look into what vitamin deficiencies cause OCD, or what vitamin deficiencies cause OCD symptoms, and tell me what the result is. You seem to be such an intellectual, bro. I can debate and talk with you on endless topics for hours. Brian, absolutely, brother. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, Adam, I've always felt weird about dating someone I hardly know. Yeah, it's stupid. That's prostitution. Somebody's hot and you want to bang them, and you're going to try to trade something to do that. The goal should be marriage. The prize should be the relationship, not the man or the woman. That's prostitution packaged up, because the pimps that are making money off of the prostitutes, men and women, are now have a shit ton of money, and they can convince influencers to tell you that's a good way to live because it's good for them. Yeah, Adam, I used to date men who were physically attractive rather than mentally attractive. Bad mistake, right? Yep, let me know my partner happier now. Yep, good, Brianna, that's really good. We are about to start immigration to VMware OpenShift visualization. Which version would you prefer to start production use, and why? So VMware, great platform. I used when I what I did is exactly that. Right before I started working in the movie industry, I was working for the movie industry, setting up their servers, their systems, their networks, everything. So I would use I don't even remember if it was 420 or 420. I don't even think it was even 4.20. I want to say it was like 3.8. But don't get more. You can always upgrade. Do not get more than you need. If you're limited on RAM and or processing power, then use what gives you the most resources left over. That's the best thing I could say, because I don't know your use case. I don't know what types of servers you're going to be VMing, or what you're going to be VMing. If it's going to be other like Windows Server, Ubuntu, Mint, freaking whatever flavor of Linux, or so that all depends. The security obviously should be number one. Her name is Zarina. Can you say hello for hello, Zarnia? Zarina. Hello, Zarina. Welcome to Georgia. Because I want to know someone to be closer to them. Yes, right, absolutely. Yep, better friends well first. Yep. I heard stress causes OCD, and pills like Adderall. Pills like that. I was on Adderall after high school. It took me off of it. That's good. You should not be on it. You shouldn't be on it. It just tricks you into it tricks you into noticing the high. It doesn't help your attention, so to speak. It gives you a buzz to concentrate on. So that's where your attention is. So then as long as you feel that, you're kind of convincing yourself that something's working. But I promise you, TWC, the first thing you want to do before you take any prescription drugs is to see if any of your issues are vitamin or mineral deficiencies. But let someone know my life and need them well enough for us. Yeah, good, Brianna. Not failures, just lessons. Relationships are hard. Buy a BMW. They're hard too. What up, Chance? I just married my bladed shovel at this point. Most reliable lady in my life. I used to date strictly on looks. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. What do looks have to do with it? What do looks have to do with a solid family? If you're dating to have a family, yeah, looks are nice, abso-freaking-lutely. But a lot of girls are pretty. A lot. So absolutely, you can't just. And the girls that are hot and let you know that are also letting other people know, and that's a big problem. That's a big problem. I guess I can still get a BMW. Yeah, that's cool, dude. BMW, it's made to get stuff. Z3 2.8, super cool cars. People think you're a drug user when you are. And the thing is, more people that start on Adderall go to cocaine and methamphetamines, street drugs, because their doctors cut them off. A lot that happens. I mean, how do you think they experience it for the first time? Serious question. Just saw a streamer show videos on toothpaste that takes poison, toxic chemicals. Do more. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Toothpastes are really, really bad for you. They're not kick ass for you. If you've got plaque, one of the big things is you might be low in vitamin K2, because that's what tells the body where to put the calcium. And so it's so that you have calcium in your bloodstream, which ends up in your saliva, and then that can end up all over your teeth. But the K2 will move the calcium out of your saliva, out of your bloodstream, into the muscles and bones, tissues, and brain and whatnot, rather than it being you just having a high blood level of calcium. You're right. I'm throwing my Subaru and get a BMW. Subaru is sick. What up, Zippity Doo Dah? Silver media when I come to technology. Don't baby lie. You're all right, Zippity. We can't be friends. Yeah, Librado, you know exactly what we're talking about. You know exactly what we're talking about. But yeah, what I did, and I was on all of it. I was on Adderall. I was on Ritalin. I was on Concerta. I was on the one starts with a V. Another time released Ritalin, basically. I was on all of it. Yeah. Yeah, and it's unbelievable. Okay, you might have ADHD, you might be B12 deficient, and you might have both. A low B12 makes ADHD, OCD, autism, depression worse, everything worse. So you might have it, but get rid of most of the bad parts of it. I love Subarus. No, not Viagra. You know what a big thing is about Viagra is a lot of people look into Viagra users and low zinc. But when you go to the doctor and you say, "Doctor, it ain't working for me," they don't say, "Hey, you might be low in zinc." They say, "Here's some Viagra. Every time you want to have sex, take some Viagra," rather than just take zinc every day, and then your body will work how it's supposed to in that regard. What Subaru do you have, and are you getting rid of it? The Subaru is so nice. I had to try to not get it. My Subaru. The Subaru is so nice. I had to try hard to not get the plate as Yeah. Mom car cross track. Fine, that's great. Yeah. Viagra Falls. Zippity Doo, that's a great name. I agree. I agree. I agree. Man, it's a freaking nice day. It's a nice day. I miss my squirrel more than my ex. I miss my squirrel more. I was damn rich. That ooh was good. Hold up, so time flies by. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. Well, teachers, some of them watch you when you're on Adderall. Yeah, and some of them ask you for your Adderall. Wise words from that is alive. Yeah. Listen, imagine how many students are vitamin deficient and they're all disruptive and everything in class, and then your teacher tells your parents that your kid's disrupting class and you should take him to see if he's got ADHD. So then when you go, your doctors say, "Okay, what's going on?" Blah, 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 blah. Words. You have ADHD. Here's some pills. Not let's check your blood to see what's going on. Slow down so I can give up. You need some B12 also. Yeah. Telling you, freaking changed my life. Changed my life. Oh, you know what I should have done? Dang it. I don't matter. Yeah. It's super important. Super important. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm 49 years old and I can keep up with the chat changing topics, boom, 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 boom. I could never do that before. Even on ADHD medication, not even close. Not close. And it made me like I found myself getting angry quicker. And when I was on Prozac, I was on Paxil, like everything, because the depression, you have a chemical imbalance, but they didn't ever tested my chemical levels. So how do they know I had a chemical imbalance? They just said it, and I believed them, and my parents believed them. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant marketing. Well, I'm tired of hearing about the Epstein files and some of these streams. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What I mean, like, dude, yeah, I did. You want me to call the freaking president and be like, dude, no, that's So it's like, what are you gonna do? And that's why people were so adamant about it. Because listen, people were so hoping because they were told that President Trump was in the Epstein files. So many people got a freaking for hoping that President Trump was in there doing bad shit. And then when it comes out, he's in there doing good stuff. And then so now they're like, and now they're not. If he was in there, right? So everybody's a freaking moron. Yeah, I don't deal with that stuff anymore. I wanted to get the Impreza hatchback. Nice, man. Making coffee. Yeah, I don't talk. I don't care. I don't care. Listen, it's only for people like us to argue. We're not law enforcement. But everybody acts like they are. If he's in there, it's over. How? Why? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if you're searching through the Epstein files and you find something? What are you gonna be like? Okay, dude. Okay, freaking Biden, you gotta step down. No, that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works at all. Obviously, right? Yeah. But some people don't have anything to talk about. They don't have a personality. They don't have anything. So the only thing they can do is just repeat talking points over and over again, left or right. I test drove it and it wasn't matched for me. Yeah. The Adam, the 2.0R hatchback is also pretty cool. They have so many issues. If you get one, you have the WRX. Yep, WRX, nice vehicle. Yep. Leos won't do anything either, to be fair. Right. Well, listen, people don't understand what law enforcement officers are. In general, in practice, they gather evidence and they give it to a prosecutor. Cops aren't the prosecutor. They're the investigators to gather evidence. They give the evidence to the prosecutor, then the prosecutor does things, right? All right, Lamb. I also don't really like them though. They look good. They drive really well. And they're pretty. And they're pretty. Oh, man. Let me move these plants and stuff real quick while we're here. Look at my freaking palm trees. Look at that one. Brianna, how are you? Crosstack is good though, since it's all-wheel drive and does good on dirt. She's a dirt road. She's an off-roader. Even though I can't keep up with you, I feel first like, thank you, Zippity Doodah. Thank you. Thank you. I try my best to entertain everybody. Oh. 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 All right. Most new Subies are excellent, practical, and reliable. I'm just biased. At least he's honest. Ooh, what's going on here? Uh, Rihanna loves Zip. Zip loves these moderators. They're pretty good people.
Endlessly reliable mule. I'm good, Oscar. Thanks for asking. And you? Good. You have an amazing name. Brianna has an amazing name. Let's see if I can do this. Whoa! Achoo. Sorry. I love the internet. She's married, Oscar. Oscar's trying to find some love. Oops, I thought it was on the other. Jamulator 5000. Let's go get these guys some water, shall we? Let's go get the chicken some water. Matt says, did you know that alligators grow up to be 15 feet? Most alligators only grow 4, though. Dan, 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 dan. My coffee is too strong. My hands are shaking. Yeah, listen, brother. Um, Definitely. So strong coffee, cocoa, and creatine. You want the energy to be going somewhere, not extra, not too much extra energy going to shaking your muscles and whatnot. So you have to have, it's basically traffic cops. They tell the energy where to go, so to speak, the chemistry. But yeah, that can happen. Usually with me now, even if I have like super strong coffee, I do, like I said, cocoa, creatine, collagen, sugar, and then enough milk to cool it down so I can slam it. And I just get hot. Like my body will heat up, and I get all sweaty, but I don't get all jackalated. Are you hunting for ayahuasca, Rude? Let's go look for it, Cole. I'm not. I'm not at the moment. No. Thanks, Grandpa. I used to say a lot. Carry it with me. But Oscar, that ain't honorable, brother. That ain't honorable. Freaking Oscar. Maybe everybody just. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, water. Damn it, four-wheel steering. I'm talking from Oscar, not even real. Healthy looking chickens. Yeah, they're nice. They bust out lots of eggs. Oscar be out of forever. Uh, Darn tootin' classy. Still in bucket. O plus B. Sorry. The cold, crisp beer. And chew. It's like, what the hell is she talking about? Chewing backy. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can figure that out. check this out. So you know how if you open the top of a gallon of milk and it's got a hole in the side, it leaks out the front? Well, this thing comes with an extra little cap that stays on a nipple. And that's solid, but then you can screw it on the where the water comes out so that when you open the top, the water don't keep running out everywhere. It's got a big old O-ring on it. All right, let me turn the water on. All right. Okay. Clean it off. All right. And this has got hot water. This black hose has been sitting in the sun, so this stuff's like freaking hot. Dang it. So we'll cool it down here, and we'll use this hot water to clean everything. And once it starts to cool down, we'll water some plants while it cools down. There we go. We'll get a little bit cooler. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. I only turned the timer on for 1 minute. Dang it. So I got a timer so I don't forget to turn the water off. Manual. We'll go 2 minutes. Click. All right, now we got 2 minutes. You don't want your quarter to run out. Mm-hmm. And because the plug's in the bottom, it's not leaking out. Oops. All right, what am I missing here? Adam, try swiping up without the stream and come back. Yeah, that'll work. Swipe up and down. All right. Make sure the rubber's on or in the washer. The rubber washer. That's heavy. That's really heavy. What is it? 12 pounds a gallon? 8 pounds a gallon? Just 3 gallons. 3.5, I believe. So somebody do the math. 20, 30 pounds. Cap off, put it back on the nipple. Get in the hole. There we go. All right, let's see. Stupid two-stroke frog. Did you ever, Dad? Yes, my dad brushed my hair. Yes. Frickin' George. Pangum, Harmala, and Hostilis root bark. I don't know what that is. I was in public restroom earlier today when I heard this loud splashing. Thought, damn, the guy pees really fast. But I eventually realized someone turned the hose on outside. This guy pees really fast. You're wondering about his diameter, his bladder, his urethra diameter. He's moving a lot of fluid quick. He's still going. He's still going. All right. All right, let's see. Yeah, free egg machines, right. They walk around, they eat weeds, they eat bugs, berries, worms, whatnot, and make eggs out of it. Like every day, that machine, that thing, like you would think, like if it was like pregnancy, it would be a bunch of months or at least a month between each egg, but no, it's every day. I feel like I need to know. I need to let you know that I'm going through a lot right now. My doctor's parking lot, the grocery store lot, my friend's house lot. I'm going through a lot. It's all right, Matt. You'll get through it. Yeah, right. Think about it. Think about everywhere that people are having starvation issues and whatnot. Absolutely. You could put tens of thousands of chickens that would just be running around laying eggs every day, and they don't do that. Like Africa imports their eggs. They import them. Africa, like it never gets freezing cold. Africa, they could have millions of chickens just running around laying eggs and whatnot. Yeah, I'm super surprised that you know, but that's got to be for a reason. That's got to be for a reason. Why would they not? Dig a very deep swale around your property for water retention and put alligators in it for egg production. Homesteading is wonderful. Right, absolutely. My thing is, I plan on moving at some point. So, but yeah, I tell you what, it's that kind of stuff would be great for a forever property. If I had the money to afford multiple properties, buy a piece of property for a couple acres for. I mean, you can get. We were looking at on stream the other day here in Georgia. You can get 7 acres for under $10,000 in some areas. So you definitely have to do an off-grid type thing. And I would definitely, yeah, film it all. Yep, make a bunch of content on it. Show people how to do various things. Use it as a studio. Yeah, absolutely. We export our eggs because our farms get expropriated. Yeah, that's right. And then again, popping competent people. All the chickens die, tens of thousands every month. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Never. Oops. It's amazing they let so many people suffer. It's amazing they let so many people suffer. They want to control everything. They want to control the means of production. So if you're doing it on your if you have your own chickens and you're in one of the socialist / communist areas, they want their portion. So if you can't give everybody some, they just says nobody gets some, and that's crazy. But think about it. Think about how the people that are importing the eggs, how much money they're making, because if they're making millions of dollars off of it, they don't mind paying a politician 50 grand to say, hey, all these chickens have to get killed. And what are you going to do? Say no? Yeah. People are other people's worst enemy. I'll come back to bite them eventually. Absolutely. You just gotta stay alive long enough. Richard, you are drama and comedy. And what I tell you, I try to be. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I try my best, my brother. Please tell me, Mark. Why don't chickens wear underwear? Dun. Because they're peckers on their face. Please tell me that's not the answer. Because their peckers are on their face. Huh. We are comedy genius. We are comedy genius. All right, what are we gonna do? Let's do this. What time is it? Is it 10 o'clock yet? Oh, 1:30. Is it 10 o'clock yet? I tried, brother. I tried, Mark. All right, what are we having for lunch? It's 2 o'clock. I didn't eat anything yesterday after dinner. I didn't have anything after stream yesterday, so 2:30 yesterday was the last time I ate anything. I had a couple. I hit the wrong button again. It's 10:30 years. I close it up. Yeah. There you go, Librato. I'm working on it. I'll figure out. I'll figure out how these clocks work eventually. I'll figure out how they work eventually. All right. What do I? Oh, you know what I got? Oh, I got beef brisket and noodles left over. There you go. This is how I don't use a lot of plastic. So I use lids like this. This is how I, instead of putting plastic wrap or anything on my bowls, I just use another plate. All right. You know what else I got? I've got chicken marsala. It's 7:30, and that's in South Africa. GMT times Italy. Wow. Yeah, he's in South Africa, Brianna. Yes, sirree. I am ashamed to say that I watch the stream sometimes till 11 in the morning. Hey, why? I Plateception. That's exactly right. Plateception. I was going to mention I see you here all the time. Yeah. It's a nice place to unwind, catch up, right? Yeah. I would. Damn, you know. It's hard to find a cool place to hang out. Most everything sucks. Dun. Rich, you always love chickens? No. It wasn't until after I got healthy and I realized once I started taking proper amounts of proper vitamins and my life changed 7,000%. I was like, all right. So everything is bullshit. Everything, health wise, food wise, everything. So I was like, eggs are super important. I want to make sure I know what's in my eggs and what's going on, and it's so inexpensive to do. I mean, look, every 2 days I get a dozen eggs at least. All right, so a dozen eggs every 2 days. I'm working on it. What exactly is ADHD? Not being able to focus, exhaustion. They layer it under a bunch of things. Inattention, issues paying attention, depression, fatigue, a bunch of stuff in there. Hyperactivity. I'm usually asleep too. I'm usually asleep during the live. So when I get off work at 9 a.m. it's prime time. Watch. Who needs sleep? What I don't like is having roosters. Right? I don't have. I had 2 of the 8 that I got. They were one day old, so they didn't know for sure. So 2 of them ended up being roosters. So I found a guy that's got a chicken farm, and he traded me 2 hens for 2 roosters. I hear it, everybody, especially out. Yeah, because everybody's unhealthy. We're all eating the same processed crap. I'm gonna spend the next couple of years letting people know that our body works by the food we put in it. That's how this whole thing works. How everything works. So that matters the most. It's not that you need a bunch of cheap food to fill the hole. Less food, higher nutrition is where it's at. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, you get off work at 9 a.m. Graveyard security. I work graveyard shift, but in the casino. I clean the casino. There you go. Make it happen. Make that money. Make that money. Spit on the towel. Spit on the towel. Wax the machines. Buffing them up like a shoe shine. And doing things like that has a lot to do with ADHD. Oh, sweet. FDA is blood on their hands. Right. They don't care. Right. They're the same government that'll put people will put 18-year-olds out in front of in wars. You think they care about your health? The Vegas and the casino in Vegas and the casinos are where the money making is. Yeah, $30 an hour. That's nice. That's nice money. I used to get off work at the AM because I worked in a bar. I was 16 to 18ish with security for a while. Yeah, if you can do it, yeah, $30 an hour is kick ass. Kick ass. Damn it! And I won't wait for it to cool down. Mm. That's so good. Man. I tell you what, when you eat one meal a day, it's good stuff. It's so good. Be careful in bars. They're very closed bubble. And a lot of people drink during their shifts and they start doing coke to make it through their shifts because there's always somebody in the bar that's the guy and he's the one that's drinking 75 shots of Patron and not paying for it. That's how he's paying for it. Yeah. Yeah, $30 an hour is good money to be, yeah. It's not for everyone. Can be mentally taxing. Imagine knowing someone's coming in for a drink when they're an alcoholic. Right, yeah. And you'll see all that. You'll see married women coming in and leaving with the hot guy in the bar or just going into the bathroom for a couple minutes with them. You see the worst of the worst of the world. And you'll be constantly bombarded with people trying to take you away from your husband constantly. And then they'll come back and they say, sorry, I was drunk, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll get drunk again, but not really. What up, Mr. Alley? It's up there. It's about 140. When I was in high school, leaving high school, I got it's a range. It was 135, 138. But I didn't want to be there taking the test, so I probably could have done better. I was like, this sucks. I wasn't trying for a score. So it might be lower than that because I just pissed my way through it. But that's the only data I've got to give you. That's the only data I've got for you. Okay, in the dishwasher. Dishes are done now. I hear bars are fighting. Right, but a lot of those people spend the money on DUIs, drugs, lawyers, bullshit like that. Like you don't end up with that much money because you do things. You end up in ways that that money gets spent. Just like prostitutes and strippers and OnlyFans people. You might make $100,000 a year, but then you're spending so much money on other stuff. It's not what you make, it's what you spend. Because if you make $1 million a year, but you spend $1.5 million a year because somebody gives you credit, you're broke. And that eventually stops. The next hot girl will join OnlyFans and take, because it's novelty. Once you become the, okay, she's still here. I've already seen that butthole. I've already seen it. Okay. Oh, another person. Yeah, it's not a great way to live. You want to look for long-term gains. Yeah, bars are not the way to do it. You need to own the bar, because then you're not the ones there doing this stuff. And if you work in a bar and you serve a minor, then you're the one that gets hit with like the $5,000 fine, right? So you might have made $8,000 that month. Doubt that much, but yeah, just say $8,000 and then $5,000 goes to a fine, and then you get fired anyway. Yeah, they're very frightening. They're not what you want to do. The first thing you got to do when you're low on money is budget religiously, because you can always spend less. I tell you what, imagine only eating one meal a day. Imagine how much money you would save. 2/3, like instead of eating 3 times a day plus snacks, one meal a day. And I just got energy to do everything that I'm doing on one meal a day. A lot of meat, right? So you could, that meal a day can be a little more expensive, but your entire day is less expensive, just food wise. So many people tell me to be a cocktail waitress. That sounds like a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Don't do it. Don't do it. A lot of girls want to that because they're hoping that the rich guy that comes in and is like, oh, let me sweep you off your feet, and that doesn't happen. And you're already married, so that's all you're gonna get. Listen, because the guys that want your drinks want your sex. And that's the thing. So you're constantly being hit on all the time, and then you start questioning, oh, did I marry the right guy? This guy's gonna put me on private jets and stuff and have 9 other girlfriends. I'm just saying, it's just watch what you do. Think about the future and what could happen with everything you do. Loads of creepy dudes all over the show. Want to be drunk 24/7. All the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. What up, Space Cow? I did. I already moved a bunch of plants. Space Cow, you're late. You're late. Doesn't the bar get hit with a fine? Both. Both. The person that did the serving, the bar, and yeah, both. I mean, it might be different state to state, but here in Georgia, and same thing was in Maryland. Yeah, the bar gets a fine. The bartender, the drink server gets a fine. Yeah. Strip clubs are even worse. Nice restaurants are good for. Yes, nice restaurants. Listen, if you can get in at like the Capitol Grill and stuff like that, even as a server assistant, which is a busboy, so to speak, you can make a couple $100 a day. Let's just say you average about $150 a day from like working 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Maybe you get out at 11 after cleaning up. So that's what, 7 hours, and you'll make you'll make a few $100. And depending on how long this no tax on tips thing stays in, you don't have to tax your tips, and most of your pay is tips. So that can be really lucrative now too. My sister is cleaning a museum right and at a zoo right now and is painting some murals for them. Eventually, her husband feeds the animals and cleans the enclosure. Yeah, do what you can do. Do what you can do. I'm going to the restaurant. All right, Oscar, brother. It sounds like the best jobs ever. I love animals. Yeah, go apply. Apply at the zoo. Like they're probably hiring. And Jimmy Barfly. Yes, I remember Barfly. Yeah, Georgie. Yeah. No zoos here. Oh, yes, hottest dog piss out there, huh? Really? I could have sworn there was a zoo there. I could have sworn there was a zoo like on the strip. Nah, that's probably just a wackadoo zoo. Don't tolerate clickbait. Yeah, no, it's no tax. So I mean, depending on the state you're in, I don't think California is following the law. There's like, but there's a for up to the first $25,000, You don't have to claim your tips and for the first $25,000, and the first tax on tips or overtime, at least during the Trump administration. Like last year, you didn't. For this year, you don't have to claim up to the first $25,000 in tips and overtime. You get to keep it. That's a shame. There's always something. Don't lose. Yeah. Thank you, but seafood and roll. Oh, right. Space cow. Space cow. Space cow. Freaking kids. Freaking kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Yeah. Look at all these plants. I got plants for days. I got plants over there too. A bunch of them. Keeps on going. Ooh. There's a lot of racism with my job, to be honest, since I'm Latina and cleaning. Dude, that's the freaking mobs. That's I mean, that's that shit, because they don't care. They're just freaking liars. They want slavery. They absolutely do. They're there to make the most that they can make. They're competing family to family. So they want the least that they can pay you. And if you've been there a while and they can convince you to leave, then they can hire somebody that'll work for less. That shit's so wacky. Each job feels like working against us sometimes. Got to squeeze those lemons right back into its eyes. Yes, I'm not going to do jumping jacks right now. They're Space Cowboy. I can do like 4. As we say in South Africa, in bar marken plan, which basically means our people always make a plan. That's a good idea. Everyone should. That's basically my motto too. Always make a plan. What time is it? What are we gonna do? Maybe that we're done here. I guess. Okay. Never mind. It's 2:00. That's 82 degrees, dude. Jeez, it's freaking. What's the temperature around the world, folks? Wherever you guys are. Currently, it's 82 degrees. This lady talked to me slow. What? This lady talked to me slow one time, so I talked slow back. Yeah, I remember I should have it work. Let me chill. Right? Yes. Listen. Play the part. Oh, sorry, mamacita. I'm so sorry. Whatever. Like the whole freaking attitude thing doesn't make you money, because you have to understand. That's the internet. The companies want you to do your job. The acting part of it. I know it sucks too. And I wouldn't like when I was 25, by my 25th birthday, I already had 25 jobs. So if anybody was racist towards my coworkers, towards me, was absolutely disrespectful, I said, do it yourself. I'm out of here, But wait, you're supposed to close. I'm sorry. I don't take apologies. Done. Get a crew cut. What up, Mr. Plata? Get a crew cut. Yeah. 80 degrees there. Put on your. I should have. What did I put on my shorts? Yeah, I should have. I'm wearing jeans. You should curl your hair since you don't have the balls to go bald. I'll curl my hair once you go bald. Space Cow, you don't even have yourself in your profile picture. I don't want to hear about me not having balls. I stream my life to the frickin' internet. Frickin' whacking, dude. Me no speak English. I feel like I love South Americans. If I had the chance to visit, go to. Yeah, what? Yes, absolutely. But the news doesn't just go to kick-ass places in South America or America. They go where the violence is and everything. And every country has a toilet. And other countries want to show that, hey, don't worry, you're paying taxes here. We want to make you feel that you're getting value, perceived value for those taxes. So they show you the best parts of their countries and the worst parts of others. Be like, see, you could be there. They've got lower taxes. I do have my face as my profile picture. If you get a perm, you could have it afro. I could, yeah, I could definitely do it, dude. I got a lot of hair going on here. I definitely could do it. My name is Brianna. How are you, Adam? Everything all right? Food is running great, though. Food running is great. Yes. No. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Right. Be a server assistant food runner. Yeah. And you get paid. I think it was $1 a plate at the Capitol Grill in Baltimore. It was $1 a plate. What I missed? No. Yeah. Certain things are so like controversy. Yep. Yeah. Right. Listen. That's short-term gains, right? You'll eventually burn people out because fatigue exists. Fatigue's a real thing. And I'm sure people get tired of me talking about B12. I understand. But people are going to get tired of me and they're going to leave and other people are going to come in and then that's going to be planted seeds. And then what's going to happen? Eventually something's going to happen to them in their life and they're going to be like, oh, this dude on the internet, blah, blah, blah. Not saying people should do freaking, like, hey, you got depression, smoke some weed, freaking drink some. No. That's not that. But yeah, you'll get it. You get it. How are you? Portuguese, not Spanish. Him? Adam? Stole. Unc would look like a circus clown. Yeah, I would absolutely look like a circus clown if I got a perm. I got a big old freaking nose. I paint it red. I'm not seeing joist hangers. No, that's not. This is a pergola. This is a pergola. Yeah, brother. And this is, you have to see the construction. This is all bolt through. And all this wood is rough cut. It all came from 2 trees. So these 2x4s are actually 2 inches by 4 inches. They're not 1.5 by 3.5. So the 2x6s are actually 2 inches. Everything's bolt through. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just sitting on the concrete. You need her? Nah, not here. I don't, brother. I'm in Georgia, not Florida. Wait a minute. Yes, automatically translates for me. Yeah. I could lie to you. No, I speak español. Mucho nueve. Yeah. Hurricanes. Yeah, it would be nice to have, but yeah, I'm not. We don't have hurricanes. Do you have a switchblade comb though? I did. I had one for years. I used to carry it all the time. Here's the aloe plants we were talking about yesterday, Talik. Here's my chicken. New Jersey, we have to use hurricanes pass inspection. Yeah. What's up, Peckerhead? Yawning? Aloe is super good for the skin. Yeah, very, very, very good. I know very little Spanish, but knowing how to order a burrito should get me far. It'll get you a burrito. You looking for worms? Oh, that was me. You looking for worms? You looking for worms? What you doing? Yep, you're looking for worms. They scratch the ground. They scratch the ground, supposedly to make the worms think it's raining. And then the worms will come to the surface so they don't drown. And then ordering a burrito and knowing how to ask for the bathroom Yes, yeah. So get to the burrito and get to the bathroom. The baño is bathroom. Baño. You are bilingual. Talik, if you don't want to know the new, you don't want to know the new regulations for wiring and for decks. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. They're running out of money. They're running out of money and they need to fill their coffers. They don't care if you die. The only people that care if you die is your life insurance companies and your family. The government doesn't care. It doesn't affect them. If the payout on and I don't know about state to state, but the payout on your life insurance can get taxed. So therefore, the government makes more money if you die. If they don't care about the crime around you, they don't care if you get smashed to death by a collapsed house. Yeah, a freaking bunch of wackadoos is what they be. Do you ever get a small bucket of worms and then go fishing? I used to all the time. There's even a bunch of little fishing spots around here, like probably not even a 10-minute walk. You would know the bad words, of course. Similar languages. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They are the first words you learn. Absolutely. How do you say fuck in Espanol? How do you say pussy? How do you say asshole? Yeah, that's absolutely. All right, let's go check out some more. So here's my lemon plants, lemon trees, lime trees. That's ADHD there. I didn't put the lawnmower away. And I think we were talking about what I built for my neighbor, that 3-story structure that got blown over on the video we were watching. I'll show you guys that. Here's my compost, my water storage, and this is my building. And then I made a hoop house out of PVC plumbing pipes. Yeah, it's just PVC bent into an arch. And plastic pulled over the top with these little plastic clips right here, which cost you like $10 for like 50 of them. And then, so that's the house that I built for my neighbor's kids right there. All right. And then somebody threw away pool cover fence and their pool cover, and I made this. On a deck, I have to put type of tar tape for floor joists. Yep. You got to do that here also. How tall? I'm 6'4", Brianna. I forget how to spell it. The dollar a plate is insane. It's like $10 every minute. That's right. Really good money. Yeah, if you can carry out. Hold on 1 second. Do we have audio? Yeah, so you're 6'2". Yeah. So this is a 8-foot ceiling here, and this is about 7 foot right there. And here's me. So I'm about. I can touch the 8-foot mark. There we go. 5'5", but 6'2" at heart. God damn. I was gonna say I'm 7'11". Yes, queen. Yes. That's a bumblebee. Don't fly in my ear hole. Don't fly in my ear hole. What you doing, bumblebee, huh? You wanna get on camera? Come here. Come up here, bumblebee. Look like a flower? Looks like a flower. See if it works. No, there's 2 bumblebees flying around my legs. Come up. Here you go. Come on up. Up here. Up, see him right there. Did you see it? Right? I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Flipping hot. Yeah, it's 80 freaking. What's up, Dora, brother? 7-Eleven. Jeez, so that's. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. Supposedly, I'm still growing according to everyone that sees me, so I guess I'll find out when I measure next. 5'8" when I take my boots off. There you go. 5'8". We need a 5'8" in our crew. Heat dome. It's like 40 degrees here, pretty warm, yeah. You need to make sure you're nutritious enough to grow good and healthy. And I know you will. I know you're going to check and get yourself in some nutrition, Catherine. 5 foot I. I'm 5 foot I. Don't ask me why. Yeah, but like this stuff here, like my hair got really, really freaking nice after about a month of the collagen. Like I thought, I mean, like everybody else, I thought it was just freaking advertising, hype, and marketing. Hey, there we go. Thank you, my brethren. Thank you, K Fresh. K Fresh. Thank you, my brethren. Just dug a trench for a soaker hose next to my boysenberries. There you go, get it. Times 2, times 4. There he goes, comboing it up. Bam. Thank you. I wish I had that height. Apparently we die sooner. We'll see. 130. Yeah. You want me to go weigh myself right now? I can go weigh myself. These are my other plants. And then these are my other plants. And these are my other plants. And these, this is a fish tank that I use as, just like this guy here, as a little greenhouse. And that one there. So you can get them nowadays really cheap from the freaking thrift store. 137 pounds. Now 130 pounds, 5'11", not just. I'm 145. You got nice plants. Thank you, Mark, brother. I had a snake when I was a youth. All right, let's see. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what. Damn it, I just sang Riders on the Storm. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone and an actor out of role. Riders on the storm. Hey! You have to open your mind to some typical actions. The door, so, oh yeah, okay, so let's weigh myself. All right, so let's see. 0 pounds. Oh, shit. 157.5. 6'4", 157.5. Yeah. Hey. I used to do Roadhouse Blues. The two songs that and people put them in for me because I never, I wanted to get drunk rather than getting up and sing. So people would put in Roadhouse Blues and Violent Femmes, Blister in the Sun. Those were the two songs that people requested all the time. See the bumblebees? See the bumblebees around my pickle? Bumblebees around my pickle. You gotta be careful. You don't stab me in the pickle. Eating ramen with pork right now. I weigh 80 kilograms, most of which is muscle and bone. What's that in pounds? 80 kilograms? 160-ish? Almost 160? At least 5 pounds. Yeah, brother Georgie. I love it. Dude, if you've never seen someone treated like a rock star at karaoke, there's probably lots of videos on Facebook and stuff. People, I'm sure people still use that stuff. Yeah, 80 times 2.2, right? So like 166? No, 171. Hold on. All your stuff is blooming outside too. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Yeah. 176. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I got my roses are blooming and stuff. Yeah, we'll go around. We'll take a look. So you'll see some little flowers coming out on the these little buds are coming out right there on the lemons and limes. I got these roses coming up here, and then I've got a bunch of these things are getting ready. These guys are getting ready. You got this little lady over here, and this little guy over there. Yeah. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out a role. Riders on the storm. Yeah. You want to see the difference between male and a female? So this is a female. You see all of the jamelators right there. All of the not ovum. I can't remember what they're called. So these are females, and then the male's got a big old dingling. These things up here. That's the males. I like roast beef, and I like roast beef, and I cannot lie. Some of the other brothers men didn't die on a world. 12%. I might leave at some point, depending on battery issues. It's all right, girl. I'm built like a roast beef. I like roast beef. I had a big bush. I had a big boysenberries, but I've been working hard to trellis to this year for geez. Okay. Stick bugs are cute. Yep, they're cute. I'm like built like a stick bug. I'm 6'4", freaking 157 pounds. I guess. Oh. Bam. Eyes. We all get big bushes sometimes, but it happened, girl. I haven't laughed like this in a while, brother. I'm here to help. Dude, listen. You're gonna notice yourself laughing a lot more. You're gonna notice yourself laughing a lot more, not because of my skill, Adam. I won't say why, but it's because of what you're eating today. You'll see. It's absolutely like if you know about the mushrooms and stuff like that, it floods your body with serotonin and dopamine. Well, your body wants to make all that stuff, so funny stuff is funny. But if you'll see. It don't take long. It takes about a couple hours, and you're not gonna laugh at like, oh my god, that chair's blue. But stuff that's supposed to be funny that you're like, why am I not laughing like this anymore? That's depression. That's you're get the weed whacker. I got a weed whacker. You want to see it? Bring the bush back in 2026. Yeah, lots of grubs. I got a weed whacker. Well, I got a bunch of things, but this is I have an adaptable weed whacker, and if you guys think about how you'll save your money, you can get these things for a little bit more, but you get a weed whacker and a hedge trimmer. So this thing right here, so that you can unscrew it from the center right there. So the same motor uses different devices. So that's the hedge trimmer, and then we'll head back into the wackadoo. The boosh. I hear you chirping. forgot what I was doing. Oh, weed whacker, right. I hope you guys can hear those birds. So here's an edger, and that same thing. The cap comes off, protective cap, and that's how you connect that to that. And then you can also put little chainsaws on, and then the weed whacker. And here's the chainsaw adapter right here, the chainsaw adapter, and then the weed whacker. And there's an auger right there. And most of this stuff I get out of the trash. Every year I put 2 dumpsters in front of the house that the HOA pays for. They're kick-ass. The money just goes to that and a party. They don't say, like, hey, you can't freaking have chickens. It's probably in the HOA agreement you can't, but they don't matter. And then so they got to put them somewhere, so I say put them here, and then I just go through it. I get a lot of stuff. A lot of people throw stuff away that's broken for like this. One of my neighbors threw away a band saw, like a freaking standing band saw, and it just had the little key in the motor that connects the pulley to the motor shaft, and that's it. It was like 25 cents, and I got a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff like they put the wrong gas in it. Ain't got no gas in it. What am I missing here? Stills are great. The metals, you got the metal kind of too smart? Yeah, the metal kind, right. Yeah, absolutely. Burp openly. Why using your teeth for what? Why would you just make funny faces till he stops? Burp. Such a slouch bit and pick your nose, right? Tweet, tweet, tweet. What's your suggestion? Nah, yeah, I probably know what your suggestion is too. Don't give it. Brianna wants to scare off a dude. Yeah, don't do that. Just tell him you don't want him. Listen. If you really want it, be like, I haven't reached puberty yet. I'm not interested in people. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. One time it was like that movie where he had to get to the head trimmer entertainment. I don't. Wait a second. Hold on. Are you talking about Maximum Overdrive? Maximum Overdrive? You like Keanu Reeves? Yeah, never met the guy, but he's pretty kick-ass, yeah. Oh, you look like Keanu Reeves, is that what you're saying? Doubtful, but worth a shot. You may try to catch it. Damn, Shaggy, where's Scooby at? What up, Jar Games? Oh, Papito. Lady, you're scaring us. Am I? God, that would be so nasty. One love, 2 hearts, intertwined. I guess intertwined. That's crazy enough for me. Scary as. Sorry for scaring you. Oh, not the president. Know what he said to do? What, to keep creeps from freaking hitting on you? Is that what you're talking? Are you talking about me, or are you talking? I don't know which one you're talking about. Yeah, no, don't let freaking creepy people force you into adulthood. Absolutely not. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Those are called predators. Zippity doo dah. Can't relate to it. You folks just texting. Yeah, it's all right, Zippity. Yes, you are a cool dude. The world needs more folks like you. Really. Thank you, JLX, brother. What's this video? What is video of the day? What is the video of the day? I don't know. We'll see when we get back into the studio. We'll run some stuff. I was just heading around the yard looking at all the chickens and flowers. Ow, hitting my head. Mazda MX-6 today with an old man driving it. It just gets so awkward because he looks at me. Hold on. He looks at me and turns away, but I feel his eyes. Are you talking about the guy at work? I haven't hit puberty. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely likes you, but she's married. She's married, and he's married too. What you doing, ladies, huh? What you doing, ladies? You looking for worms? Yeah, that's the problem. Navigating the workforce. I tell you what. Tell your manager she likes it. She's like, why doesn't he talk to me though? Because he probably doesn't want to disrupt his marriage. Different department. Yeah, HR. Stare back at delete deals. I don't like it, Rich. Just don't understand. Oh, you don't like it? Okay, good. Yeah, no. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, what are you going to say? We work at the same place, don't look at me? Yeah. That shit's kind of, yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand. What are you going to do, right? I mean, you're going to say to the boss, he keeps looking at me? Maybe he wants to make sure you don't fall over, right? What can he say? Give him a million excuses. He wants to make sure you don't fall over. Who knows? What do you mean, Catra? What do you mean? There's so many kinks and stuff out there that we don't know anything about anybody. We got no idea. Why would she like that? Why would you like girls? What are you talking about? Assert dominance. There you go. Just like you were doing, Brianna, on the road. Literally, like if you're going to stare at me, at least say hi. Yeah. Stare back for real. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people are too comfortable. A lot of people are too comfortable. And a lot of times it's just games. It just, he wants to see if he can conquer, take you away, or just make you uncomfortable. Who knows what he's doing? That's the thing. We don't know. That's why I just ignore it. I don't care. When people try to entertain me romantically, I'm just like, ain't happening, Mom. Yeah. I just get my work done and get the hell out. I get it. Hi. How you doing? I know. How long have you worked here? I'll be like, oh, I fucked up. I always feel like somebody's watching me. People are into weird stuff. Haven't you heard of Jupiter the Hybrid? Rihanna start doing crazy makeup. No, don't do any of that for him. No, absolutely not. Look, I feel pressures on Fox lurking at your chickens. Not for long. Even I don't know what to say to that. So, welcome to the family. One love, my brother. Maybe he's shy. Great song. Yeah, it's a great song. I don't do my makeup. Maybe I should put crazy eyeliner, like blur the lipstick and stuff, and be like, "You want to help me clean the toilets?" Catra's lucky. What's Catra lucky for? Because she's not have to deal with it. He's maybe shy, but you said that he doesn't act that way towards people that you're there with. Like, so if there's somebody else that's walking with you, he'll like throw something at him or whatever, but will ignore you. That's kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, deplorable. Ask him if he's ever been interested in Scientology. You can say hi to him. Catra, she's married. That's a good one. What's your name? My name is Richard Rodolfo, brother. If you really don't like it, though, give him the classic. I knew what you was talking about. All right, let's see. What are we going to do? I said good morning to him once, and he smiled and walked past me. Didn't say a word. I was like, alrighty then. Yeah. Maybe he's got bad breath, and he's afraid to be like, hi, Brianna. Ever heard of halitosis? Oh, what's the meaning of it? It's I'm trying to teach people when they're young to know that failure isn't a reason to not try. You've got to fail first before succeeding. Most people don't do anything in life at all because they're too afraid of failure, and they shouldn't be afraid of it. You shouldn't be afraid of failure. Brianna. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, he smokes cigs. There you go. Right. You could ask him about your favorite serial killer. Yeah, that's not a good conversation to get started. Hey, who's your favorite serial killer? Like, who's your favorite serial killer? Sorry. Yeah, no need to feel failure. Absolutely. And Dahmer's scary. Yeah, he's definitely no bueno. He definitely hurt a lot of people. Richard, the point is to scare him off. Listen, he's not. How are you scaring him off if he's not? You would try to scare him off if he was constantly hitting on you. It hasn't gotten to that point yet, and we don't even know if that's ever going to happen. So he hasn't even said, like, hey, where do you like to go to drink? He hasn't said anything. So why are you trying to scare somebody off? That's not even a threat. If she disregarded him completely, she wouldn't even know what's going on, right? And that's that's the thing. We often put too much into it because we want to know what's behind his eyes or her eyes, right? But sometimes it's just sorry, my wife don't let me talk to other women. Who knows what's going on? Ask him for his gamer tag. If he's hitting on me with his eyes, poke him out. No, don't do that. Don't hurt people. Right? Well, I mean, he could do that for the next 20 years until you retire and never ever speak to you. It's who knows. We can't fill in these blanks because we have no idea about the guy. We have no idea. Maybe he's got a congenital disease where he can't blink. Maybe one time his ex boyfriend got stolen by a Latino, and now he wants to make sure you stay away from the people he wants to hit on. It's like, what's she doing? I know she wants my boyfriend. My favorite tag is Brixney. There's Bigot Hunter. What up, Bigot Hunter? There's been married guys that kill women. That's scary. They don't talk as long as he ain't watching you and leave you, follow him. Yeah, right. This is just at work, and she's pretty, right? And sometimes guys look at pretty girls, and he's married, so maybe that's how far he's willing to go to like he knows. Maybe he's married women are off limits for him, but you're pretty, so he's like, hey, there's that pretty girl again. Yep, she's pretty. Yep, she's pretty. We have no idea. We could fixate on it and wonder. But the only way for you to know for sure is for you to cross that boundary and say, hey, why do you always look at me? Oh, I think you're pretty. Oh, I'm married. Yeah, I know. Oh. I'm gonna get back to work. Like we don't know. Yes, if it was something dangerous, if he was looking at you like, but it's just like, yep. You got. I mean, yeah. Always, your safety is paramount. But if it's just he doesn't talk to you, I mean, who knows? Who knows, right? He might just be crazy. He might be fantasizing, but he's not crossing a boundary that his wife set. We don't know. We don't know. I do think too much. I'd be mad if I got my eyes poked out for not talking to someone. Right. You have to say he's invested in Viazine. I mean, mine is Magnus Somnia on PSN. Big dreams. I have an overthinking problem. Yeah, I think a lot. I think a lot of us do, and I did when I was younger. But I don't know. My mind now is filled so much. When I'm 49, though, so take that into consideration. So in my 20s and 30s and even early 40s, yeah, I would always wonder. But now I'm just like, All right, let's get this shit done so I can move on to the next thing. So I can move on to the next thing. So I can move on to the next thing. Show up with your husband or Richard. Overthinking is an illness, says Bigot Hunter. Is a deer a bigot? Bigot Hunter? Is that who you're hunting? I saw him look down at my hands once, or did you just forget to switch accounts before you came into the live? You're right. I thought I lived out. Oh, sadly, a wedding most means nothing. Buy a laser pointer. Smart women always carry fake ring. Smart men do too. They get more women that way. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The world is a vampire. The world is a vampire. What up, B2B, brother? How you feeling, my friend? My partner said women are more attracted to men with the ring. So yes, absolutely, 100%, 100%. I used to wear a hematite ring. It used to go on my pointer finger, and then my pointer finger got too big, so I moved it over to my ring finger because it would fall off my pinky. Hit on all the time, all the time. It's the same thing as when you have a girlfriend is when you get hit on more often because girls want what other girls have. Most girls don't know what they want. They look to other women to see what other women find attractive. And then they say, I want that too. If that guy is worth you being in a relationship with, then he must be worth me wanting him too. And that's all that a ring shows is that somebody else wants you. So then I should want you too. You're valuable in some way. My partner said, yeah. You waiting for the B12 lecture to drop. You know something? You could be a great professor. Your students would be pinned on what you say. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that, my friend. I'm trying to help them as much of the world as I can. That's actually true. I never got more attention for women than walking around with a lady. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Women want what they can't have, but more women want what other women have. Yeah. Like in a movie, when you want to set up how to make a girl want a guy, what do? You place him around other girls in the movie. That's what brings the attraction. The girl is the other girl. The girl in the movie will look to the other girls to be like, who's that over there? And then the guy, and then they zoom in on the guy like. If he was by himself, she would have never have noticed him. It would have just been background noise. Have you talked to your homo? That like smashing. So sometimes the homie dresses up like a lady. Ultimate wingman move. Yeah. Power move. My phone is a fire. All right, check out Catcher. I'll see you later. This is what happens when you read The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Did you hear the Air Canada plane crashed into the fire truck in New York City? No, that just happened. I'm thinking about getting a ring for something like a pointer finger, middle finger ring. Yeah, get one. Why not? Probably just overthinking Yeah, it's just overthinking right here. Maybe a middle finger ring. So I know it's not pissed off. Gaston. All right, where are we at? All right, it's 2:30 in 1 minute. I'll go ahead and call it, and then I'm going to finish up. Take me about 5 more minutes. Then about 3 o'clock, about a half hour, I'll get back on stream from the studio, and we'll keep going. Give Catcher time to charge your phone. All right, I love you all. I appreciate y'all being here. If you haven't hit the like button and you had a fun time, hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe. We're here every day. I love you all. Bye. See you soon. Bye. Love you.